Hi everyone, how are you? We made it to Friday. It is raining really hard here. So I wondered if it's raining at your house. So it's nice to see you, March 20th. So let's get our shout outs out of the way if you don't mind. Did you know that Mrs. Robertson is watching from home? Mrs. Cerny and her family are watching from home. Mrs. Drum and her family are watching from home. Mrs. Cerny's family is probably watching also, I have to guess. All right, back to Mrs. Drum. Why are you looking at me like that?
I think you said her name twice.
Okay, so they're mocking me. I have a peanut gallery, but I'm going to keep moving forward. All right, so Mrs. Drum, this is for you. So James and Lila put together a big box of Girl Scout cookies. That's right, this big. Girl Scout cookies, and they gathered a bunch of books. So not only do we have Magic Treehouse books, but we have other books that we can read. The Harry Potter book, that's had a lot of love. So I was so happy to see that and see how much love that has gotten in the Drum family. But thank you. We look forward to reading all of that good stuff in there. So I also want to say hi to Gracie and Ethan, London, and Keegan. Welcome. Make sure I got everybody. All right. So last night was a hard night for me. I was responding to all of your emails and I was a little weepy, and I'm going to try not to be weepy now. Stop. I have the 17-year-old over here outraged that I get emotional. Okay, so I was emailing with all of you and I'm so happy to hear from you all. I love the pictures. I love the videos. It makes me so happy. So please keep doing it. Please keep sending me emails. I send them to Mrs. Cerny. I send it to Mrs. Robertson, and it really is helping because we miss you guys so much. So, that being said, today, ironically, is International Day of Happiness. So, I put together a couple things that make me happy. I, of course, love my family. My family makes me happy. They do. Even you right now.
I love Jesus.
Jackson loves Jesus. Jesus makes him happy. And Pop-Tarts, probably. So I put together a couple things last night of what makes me happy about you guys. So when we are going anywhere, whether we're going to the computer lab or the gym or the lunchroom, anywhere we're going, and I ask you to waka, and you guys do everything but walk. You skip, you walk backwards, you stop to tie a shoe or to talk to a neighbor. That makes me happy. I like the way at school right now, I have pictures all the way up to the clock. That makes me happy. Stop. My son is heckling me the whole time. All right, we're gonna get through it, Jackson, stop. I love your hugs. Good morning hugs. At the end of the day hugs. All day long, they make me happy. Okay, one more. And I love all your crafts. At school, we have the snowflakes hanging right now. We have rainbows in the hallway and little leprechaun dudes. So, thank you. Okay, Dylan, what makes you happy?
That was very sweet, Mother. What makes me happy, this didn't really follow up with you, but what makes me happy is my relationship with you. You've always been my rock throughout my life, and through ups and downs and everything, you've always been there. And no matter how difficult I was or all the struggles I had growing up, you always were there for me. And that's what makes me happy, is being so close to you.
Oh, thank you. That's very sweet.
I'd like to mention that I was tearing up too while your other son in the background is heckling you.
Dylan,
So
you love Jesus.
I love Jesus. This is such a weird.
Jesus
This
make
is
you
such
happy,
Jesus
Dylan?
doesn't get me. This is such a weird video now.
I know. I'm sorry, this one's a little more serious, ironically, on Happiness Day. But, okay, it is what it is, right?
We just keep rolling.
We just keep rolling. We only do one take on this. There was no rehearsal, shockingly. I'm sure you're shocked at home that we don't do take after take. Nope. We press record, and we just...
Plus record?
We press record, and we just go.
Perfect.
So I miss you all. Please keep emailing me because it makes me so happy on International Happiness Day and every other day. Okay, I'm going to pull myself together and stay tuned for chapter 3. All right, so we're back. So chapter 3 of Dinosaurs Before Dark. Dylan and I looked up the pronunciation. It's Pteranodon, so I will attempt to stay with that pronunciation. If I don't, then...
We'll correct you. No worries.
Thank you.
We'll correct you.
I did find, this was fun. I found an old bookmark of mine that says, this is Julie Allerton's bookmark. Now that's me. I was an Allerton before I was a Zsigray. And then I have a high with a smiley face.
Is that from the Museum of Natural History?
Thank you. It is dated 1977.
We're looking at it. We're looking at an archive when the dinosaurs roamed the earth.
I haven't even shown you the front. So I would have been 4 in 77. So I was not writing that in 4. But I remember I must have either gotten it at a book fair or something, or at Drug Mart. We were at Drug Mart a lot. So look, are you ready for the big reveal? See if you can get the joke at home. We was told to wait here. Thank you, Jackson, for your exaggerated laugh today.
That was funny.
Thank
I like
you.
that.
All right, so this is my bookmark that I'm using to keep place in our magic treehouse. Okay, so chapter 3. You'll remember at the end of chapter 2, they were still in a treehouse, but they were not in the same oak tree. Chapter 3. Where is here? Jack looked out the window. He looked down at the picture in the book. He looked back out the window. The world outside and the world in the picture, they were exactly the same. The Pteranodon was soaring through the sky. The ground was covered with ferns and tall grass. There was a winding stream, a sloping hill, and volcanoes in the distance. Where are we? Stammered Jack. The Pteranodon glided down to the base of their tree. The creature coasted to a stop and stood very still. What happened to us? Said Annie. She looked at Jack. He looked at her. I don't know, said Jack. I was looking at the picture in the book, and you said, wow, I wish I could see a Pteranodon for real, said Annie. Yeah, and then we saw one in the Frog Creek woods, said Jack. Yeah, and then the wind got loud and the treehouse started spinning, said Annie. And we landed here, said Jack. And we landed here, said Annie. So that means, said Jack. So that means what, said Annie. Nothing, said Jack. He shook his head. None of this can be real. Annie looked out the window again. But he's real, she said. He's very real. Jack looked out the window with her. The Pteranodon was standing at the base of the oak tree like a guard. His giant wings were spread out on either side of him. Hi, Annie shouted. Shh, said Jack. We're not supposed to be here. But where is here? Said Annie. I don't know, said Jack. Hi, Annie called again to the creature. The Pteranodon looked up at them. Where is here? Annie called down. You're nuts. He can't talk, said Jack. But maybe the book can tell us. Jack looked down at the book. He read the words under the picture. This flying reptile lived in the Cretaceous?
Cretaceous, I think it is, yeah.
Thank you. This flying reptile lived in the Cretaceous period. It vanished 65 million years ago. All right. Let me show this and then I'll read that page.
Oh, is that the dinosaur? That's the Pteranodon.
Pteranodon, yes.
Very nice. It's a very pointy head.
Oh, I forgot. Dylan, when I'm done with this, will you have me circle back to Happiness Day? I won't cry, but I did have homework for them. If you don't mind. I forgot.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I'll remind you.
All right, so he's 65 million years ago. No, impossible. They couldn't have landed in a time 65 million years ago. Jack, said Annie, he's nice. Nice? Yeah, I can tell. Let's go down and talk to him. Talk to him? Annie started down the rope ladder. Hey, shouted Jack, but Annie kept going. Are you crazy? Jack called. Annie dropped to the ground. She stepped boldly up to the ancient creature. All right, same picture, but look again real quick before I turn it. All right. Well, that's the end of the chapter.
Cliffhanger.
Well,
so you want to talk about, I know you just told me to remind you about 30 seconds ago,
you.
but about homework.
Old brain. Okay, so I was hoping that you at home, And I'm calling it homework, but it's only fun because Mrs. Cerny and Mrs. Robertson are handling all of your schoolwork, and our videos are supposed to just be fun. But if you wrote down a couple things that make you happy, they can be serious, they can be silly, it could be chocolate ice cream.
It could be Jesus.
It could be Jesus if you're like Jackson. It could be playing outside, it could be your dog. If you email me what things make you happy, then I will read them when I do the next video. If I get a big long list, it might take me a couple days, but please send them to me. What things make you happy? All right. I am planning on recording on the weekends because I feel like it's fun for us to stay together. So tomorrow we will send a new video. Have a good day.